Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's Voice to the World. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi recounts India's moments of pride in 2025, hails Operation Sindoor, draws attention towards an alarming rise in consumption of antibiotics in his monthly radio address, Mann Ki Baat. Myanmar junta begins heavily restricted polls after 5 years, claims return to democracy. Trump and Zelensky to meet in Florida to discuss Ukraine peace plan. Russia captures Zaporizhia's second largest city, accuses Ukraine of prolonging conflict. And dominant Indian women's cricket team eye series sweep against Sri Lanka in the 4th T20 in Thiruvananthapuram today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi shared his thoughts with Indians in the 129th episode of the Mann Ki Baat program. While the PM spoke about welcoming the new year with new passion and enthusiasm, he also presented an account of the country's achievements in 2025.
Narendra Modi highlighted the achievements of the year 2025 in his monthly radio program Mann Ki Baat. He mentioned sports, science, Operation Sindoor and Vande Mataram. He also stated that 2025 gave several pride moments.
कुछ ही दिनों में साल 2026 दस्तक देने वाला है और आज जब मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूं तो मन में पूरे एक साल की यादें घूम रही हैं। कई तस्वीरें, कई चर्चाएं, कई उपलब्धियां जिन्होंने देश को एक साथ जोड़ दिया। 2025 ने हमें ऐसे कई पल दिए जिन पर हर भारतीय को गर्व हुआ। देश की सुरक्षा से लेकर खेल के मैदान तक, विज्ञान की प्रयोगशालाओं से लेकर दुनिया के बड़े मंचों तक भारत ने हर जगह अपनी मजबूत छाप छोड़ी। इस साल ऑपरेशन सिंदूर हर भारतीय के लिए गर्व का प्रतीक बन गया। दुनिया ने साफ देखा, आज का भारत अपनी सुरक्षा से कोई समझौता नहीं करता। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के दौरान देश के कोने कोने से मां भारती के प्रति प्रेम और समर्पण की तस्वीरें सामने आई। लोगों ने अपने अपने तरीके से अपने भाव व्यक्त किए। साथियों, यही जज्बा तब भी देखने को मिला जब वंदे मातरम के 150 वर्ष पूरे हुए।
The Prime Minister also recalled the achievements in the field of sports and space, likewise the moment of women's cricket team creating history by winning the World Cup for the first time.
खेल के लिहाज से भी एक यादगार साल रहा। हमारी पुरुष क्रिकेट टीम ने आईसीसी चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी जीती। महिला क्रिकेट टीम ने पहली बार विश्व कप अपने नाम किया। भारत की बेटियों ने विमेन्स ब्लाइंड T20 वर्ल्ड कप जीतकर इतिहास रच दिया। एशिया कप T20 में भी तिरंगा शान से लहराया। पैरा एथलीटों ने विश्व चैंपियनशिप में कई पदक जीतकर ये साबित किया कि कोई बाधा हौसलों को नहीं रोक सकती। विज्ञान और अंतरिक्ष क्षेत्र में भी भारत ने बड़ी छलांग लगाई। शुभांशु शुक्ला पहले भारतीय बने जो इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन तक पहुंचे।
Prime Minister Modi in his Mann Ki Baat also mentioned about India's faith and culture. He urged the countrymen to move forward with new hopes and new resolutions in 2026.
पर्यावरण संरक्षण और वन्य जीवों की सुरक्षा से जुड़े कई प्रयास भी 2025 की पहचान बने। भारत में चीतों की संख्या भी अब 30 से ज्यादा हो गई है। 2025 में आस्था, संस्कृति और भारत की अद्वितीय विरासत सब एक साथ दिखाई दी। साल के शुरुआत में प्रयागराज महाकुंभ के आयोजन ने पूरी दुनिया को चकित किया। साल के अंत में अयोध्या में राम मंदिर पर ध्वजारोहण के कार्यक्रम ने हर भारतीय को गर्व से भर दिया। स्वदेशी को लेकर भी लोगों का उत्साह खूब दिखाई दिया। लोग वही सामान खरीद रहे हैं जिसमें किसी भारतीय का पसीना लगा हो और जिसमें भारत की मिट्टी की सुगंध हो। आज हम गर्व से कह सकते हैं 2025 ने भारत को और अधिक आत्मविश्वास दिया है। ये बात भी सही है, इस वर्ष प्राकृतिक आपदाएं हमें झेलनी पड़ी, अनेक क्षेत्रों में झेलनी पड़ी। अब देश 2026 में नई उम्मीदों, नए संकल्पों के साथ आगे बढ़ने को तैयार है।
Prime Minister also encouraged people regarding Swadeshi and said that people are buying the same goods in which the sweat of an Indian is involved and which has the fragrance of the country's soil. Bureau Report, DD India.
PM Modi in his Mann Ki Baat also spoke about the promotion of the Indian language Tamil in the island nation of Fiji. PM Modi said that continuous efforts are being made at various levels to connect the new generation of Fiji with the Tamil language.
Narendra Modi, in his monthly radio address, Mann Ki Baat, also spoke about Hindi and Tamil connections. He highlighted the resonance of Tamil abroad and explained how continuous efforts are being made at multiple levels to connect the new generation with the Tamil language.
फिजी में भारतीय भाषा और संस्कृति के प्रसार के लिए एक सराहनीय पहल हो रही है। वहां की नई पीढ़ी को तमिल भाषा से जोड़ने के लिए कई स्तरों पर लगातार प्रयास किए जा रहे हैं। पिछले महीने फिजी के राकी इलाके में वहां के एक स्कूल में पहली बार तमिल दिवस मनाया गया। उस दिन बच्चों को एक ऐसा मंच मिला जहां उन्होंने अपनी भाषा पर खुले दिल से गौरव व्यक्त किया। बच्चों ने तमिल में कविताएं सुनाई, भाषण दिए और अपनी संस्कृति को पूरे आत्मविश्वास के साथ मंच पर उतारा।
Prime Minister Modi described the Kashi Tamil Sangamam as a reflection of India's rich heritage. In the program, he also shared an audio clip in which Hindi-speaking children were conversing in Tamil language.
Vanakkam, Bharat ar Sangatal, Ore Bharadam, Unnat Bharadam, Nadattapattu Kashi Tamil Sangamam, 4 Tamil Karpomu, ನಾನು ரொம்ப ಕಾರ್ಕೆ ಉದಾಹರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ತಮಿಳಿಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ काशी ओडू भूमिल नानु पायल पटेल और सुकिल्स इंटर कॉलेज की मानवी अनेवरकुम येन वड़क्कम एन्न पेर वैष्णव नान निवेदिता शिक्षा सदन बालिका इंटर कॉलेज वाराणसी पढ़िक्किरेन नान काशी तमिल कर्कलाम 4.0 ला तमिल भाषा पिक्कावुम इल्लुवम करेन इंधा वयपुक्क पराधान नरेंद्र मोदी अवगलेकु नान नंटी सोलिगरेन.
Further in the program, Prime Minister Modi also mentioned the upcoming 77th Republic Day to be celebrated on 26th January next year. He introduced the nation to a freedom fighter who has remained unknown to many.
हमारे देश ने आजादी पाने के लिए लंबा संघर्ष किया है। आजादी के आंदोलन में देश के हर हिस्से के लोगों ने अपना योगदान दिया है, लेकिन दुर्भाग्य से आजादी के अनेकों नायक नायिकाओं को वो सम्मान नहीं मिला जो उन्हें मिलना चाहिए था। ऐसी ही एक स्वतंत्रता सेनानी है ओडिशा की पार्वती गिरी जी। जनवरी 2026 में उनकी जन्म शताब्दी मनाई जाएगी। उन्होंने 16 वर्ष की आयु में भारत छोड़ो आंदोलन में हिस्सा लिया था। साथियों, आजादी के आंदोलन के बाद पार्वती गिरी जी ने अपना जीवन समाज सेवा और जनजातीय कल्याण को समर्पित कर दिया था। उन्होंने कई अनाथालयों की स्थापना की। उनका प्रेरक जीवन हर पीढ़ी का मार्गदर्शन करता रहेगा। मैं पार्वती गिरी जी को श्रद्धांजलि अर्पण करूं छी।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi finally urged citizens not to forget their heritage. He appealed to people to pass on the great stories of our freedom fighters to the next generation. Bureau Report, DD India.
President Draupadi Murmu embarked the Indian Navy's indigenous Kalvari-class submarine INS Vakshir at Karwar Naval Base in Karnataka. The President undertook a sortie on the western seaboard. Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi accompanied the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. This maiden sortie on board a Kalvari-class submarine by President Draupadi Murmu is the second by President of India after former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will chair the 5th National Conference of Chief Secretary in New Delhi on Sunday. PM Modi had also chaired the meeting on Saturday where he had insightful discussions on various issues relating to governance and reforms. The three-day conference, which began on Saturday, is aimed at strengthening the centre-state partnership through structured and sustained dialogue on national development priorities. The three-day conference, which began on December 26, is aimed at strengthening centre-state partnership through structured and sustained dialogue on national development priorities. The conference focuses on the theme Human Capital for Viksit Bharat, covering best practices and strategies for states and union territories to follow. Under this theme, special emphasis for detailed discussion is being placed on 5 key areas, including early childhood education, schooling, skilling, higher education, sports and extracurricular activities. India's Home Minister Amit Shah and Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel on Sunday inaugurated the IMA NatCon 2025 in Ahmedabad. Speaking at the conference, Home Minister Amit Shah expressed his gratitude to the doctors who served during the COVID-19 pandemic.
मैं आज सभी यहाँ उपस्थित और अनुपस्थित डॉक्टरों का हृदयपूर्वक कोरोना के समय जो भारत के डॉक्टरों ने सेवा की है, इसलिए हृदयपूर्वक उनका अभिनंदन करता हूं। किसी भी क्षेत्र में काम करने वाले किसी भी डॉक्टर ने कभी ना नहीं बोला, अपने सेहत की चिंता करे बगैर लोगों की।
Union Finance Minister of India Nirmala Sitharaman on Sunday inaugurated the Scient AI and Future Skills Hub in South Indian state of Andhra Pradesh. The Scient AI and Future Skills Hub will train 300 rural youth every year with a strong emphasis on practical, hands-on learning to improve employability and entrepreneurship prospects. The initiative aims to equip rural youth with future-ready skills and improve access to advanced technology-driven education. The Digital Bhavan has been comprehensively upgraded with AI-enabled systems, smart classrooms, advanced computing facilities, and a robust learning management platform. To address passenger complaints related to India's aviation sector, the Ministry of Civil Aviation has now set up a permanent 24/7 passenger assistance control room in New Delhi. The 24/7 control room, established at Udan Bhavan in New Delhi, brings together officials from the Ministry of Civil Aviation, DGCA, airline operators and other aviation stakeholders under one roof. Launched under the leadership of Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu, the integrated hub monitors flight operations in real time, attends to passenger calls and ensures faster grievance redressal. And we are heading for a short break. You stay tuned to DD India.
Our choices now are slowly evolving. Cost and convenience still matter, but so does the planet. We are now replacing everyday items with greener and more sustainable alternatives for a better future.
Instead of clearing all the trees off, you try to incorporate fruit crops like jackfruit or mango and breadfruit.
I think there's a good way to develop the solution to use the smaller pieces of wood or that kind of wood what you can't use like a building.
We took steps to restore the rivers, clear the canals and ensure proper water flow. Initially we made furniture out of the wood. So we thought of an alternative and decided to make it into biochar. Now we supply this biochar to tea factories and boiler industries.
You're watching DD Live. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj, and updates on Ukraine-Russia conflict now. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will meet US President Donald Trump in Florida on Sunday, with Donald Trump to hammer out a plan to end the Ukraine conflict. During the meeting, the Ukrainian president will seek to secure the US president's stamp of approval for a new proposal to end the nearly 4-year conflict with Russia. Zelensky said that he plans to discuss the fate of eastern Ukraine's contested Donbas region during the meeting at Trump's Florida residence, as well as the future of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant and other topics. The 20-point plan, which emerged from weeks of intense US-Ukraine negotiations, lacks Moscow's approval, and the face-to-face in Florida comes in the wake of massive Russian missile and drone attack on Kiev. Meanwhile, Russia claimed to take control of Huliai-Pole, the second largest city in southeast Ukraine's Zaporizhzhia region. According to the briefing, Russian troops also controlled Stepnohirsk in the Zaporizhzhia region and captured Dimitrov, Rodinsky and Artyomovka in the Donetsk region. Putin said the takeover of Huliai-Pole creates favorable conditions for Russian forces to continue their advance deeper into the Zaporizhzhia region, while the capture of Dimitrov was a significant step towards the full seizure of the entire Donetsk region. The Russian president said the Russian army is fully capable of resolving the issue militarily. Meanwhile, a Russian news agency reported on Sunday that Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov warned any European troop deployments to Ukraine would be treated as legitimate targets by Russia's military. The agency also noted that Lavrov, without providing evidence, also accused European politicians of being driven by ambitions in their relations with Kiev and disregarding the people of Ukraine and of their own nations. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is scheduled to meet US President Donald Trump in Florida on Monday. According to Israeli officials, the visit is regarded as crucial for determining the next steps in the fragile Gaza truce plan. This will be Netanyahu's 5th visit to the United States to meet Trump this year. His trip comes as the Trump administration, along with regional mediators, works to advance to the second stage of the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Updates on Myanmar general polls now. Voting is underway in the first phase in country's heavily restricted polls on Sunday. Junta leader Min Aung Hlaing and top military officials, including junta spokesperson, were among the early voters who cast their ballots in Naypyidaw. The ruling junta touts the exercise as a return to democracy 5 years after it ousted the last elected government, triggering civil war. Myanmar's junta leader claimed the country's elections as free, fair, and despite being run by the military, which seized power in a coup 5 years ago.
Despite the ongoing civil war in the country and widespread violence undermining the process, Myanmar held its first general election since the 2021 military coup on Sunday. Now let us understand that why is Myanmar holding an election? Military ousted the elected government of Aung San Suu Kyi. Aung San Suu Kyi ousted in February 2021 coup, just when she was preparing for its second term in office. Generals accused Suu Kyi and her National League for Democracy party of electoral fraud. Suu Kyi, along with the party leaders, was detained. Junta pledged to hold an election by August 2023. Pledged to restore a democratic system, but that was pushed back. Military lost control of swaths of the country. Lost battles with ethnic minority rebels and anti-junta militias. NLD was among dozens of parties dissolved. Voting will be held in phases. Voting going on in phases on December 28th in 102 townships, on January 11th in 100 townships, January 25 in 63 townships, covering a total of 265 townships out of a total of 330. Junta Chief Min Aung Hlaing has acknowledged the polls. Dates for counting and results have not been publicized. Previous elections used a plurality system. Earlier, candidates with the most votes won the seats. In line with an army-drafted 2008 constitution, 25% of upper and lower seats were reserved for serving military personnel. Those personnel were selected by the Armed Forces Chief. Fate of key political parties are in fray. Only 6 parties are competing on a national level, with 51 contesting with a single region or state. Many parties from last 2 elections have disbanded and anti-junta rebels have opted out. Only junta-approved parties remain, including military's proxy Union Solidarity and Development Party. USDP had one last election held by a junta in 2010. USDP is fielding 1,018 candidates, a fifth of the total registered. USDP, led by former generals, was routed by NLD in landslides in 2015 and 2020 elections. In 2010, armed forces held 25% of legislature, with USDP allies expected to win many seats. Military will have power to influence who becomes the president, government formation, and judicial and civil service appointments. World also reacted to the Myanmar polls. The UN, Western countries, and human rights groups call the system a sham to sustain military rule. The ASEAN bloc, including Myanmar, has called for a fair and inclusive election. Junta chief Min Aung Hlaing has made a major diplomatic push this year to win support for polls. Military dismissed international criticism, asserting election lacked coercion and had public support. Junta spokesperson Zaw Min Tan said that election is for people of Myanmar, not international community. The junta that has since ruled Myanmar said the vote is a chance for a fresh start politically and economically. Bureau Report, DD India.
French film legend Brigitte Bardot, a cinema icon of the 1950s and 60s who walked away from global stardom to become an animal rights protector, passed away. The Brigitte Bardot Foundation on Sunday announced the death of its founder and president in a statement. She starred in a number of French cinema hits in the 1950s and 1960s, including And God Created Woman. But in the early 1970s, she stepped away from acting to focus on activism and animal rights campaign. And time now for some sports news. After securing an unassailable 3-0 lead, a dominant Indian women's team aims to extend their superior form against Sri Lanka in Sunday's 4th T20I in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala today. Harmanpreet Kaur's side has completely overwhelmed the visitors, consistently chasing down targets without allowing the opposition a foothold in the series. India restricted Sri Lanka to scores under 130 in every outing and successfully reached those targets while losing no more than 3 wickets per match. The batters have backed the bowlers. Both Shefali Verma and Jemima Rodrigues struck fluent 50s, ensuring comfortable finishes in each chase. For Sri Lanka, the 4th T20I is about redemption. Captain Shamaria Tapatu has shouldered much of the responsibility, but support from the likes of Hasini Pereira and Kavisha Tilhari will be crucial if the visitors want to secure a consolation win. The selection committee has picked the India Under-19 squad for the upcoming 3-match one-day series against South Africa and the ICC Men's Under-19 World Cup, scheduled to be held in Zimbabwe and Namibia from January 15, 2026. Prior to the World Cup, India Under-19 will tour South Africa for a 3-match one-day series. In the South Africa tour, Vaibhav Suryavanshi will lead the side, while in the World Cup, Ayush Mahatre has been named as skipper. Ayush Mahatre and Vihan Malhotra have sustained wrist injuries and will miss the South Africa tour. India have a strong middle order in the form of Vedant Trivedi, Abhigyan Kundu and Harvansh Singh. India also boasts a formidable bowling lineup which features the likes of Udhav Mohan, Yuvraj Gohil and Rahul Kumar. 5-time champions India have been placed in Group B alongside New Zealand, USA and Bangladesh. Former Australian fast bowler Brett Lee has been inducted into the Australian Cricket Hall of Fame, becoming the 62nd player to receive the honour. Known for his blistering pace that often crossed 150 km/h, Lee was a constant threat to batters worldwide during his career from 1999 to 2012. Nicknamed Binga, Brett Lee made a sensational debut with a 5-wicket haul in the Boxing Day Test against India in 1999. Lee went on to play 76 tests, claiming 310 wickets, the 8th highest for Australia. That's all for this edition of DD India Live, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms, and you can scan the QR code on the screen to download now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India Live.